This is a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Tigers will kick it away to start us off. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together, and this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset.
Breaks into the clear. Now the 40. At the 20. At the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, the vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to pass. It's Royer looking for his back. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. Second and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. This pass is on target, caught. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the 1st down marker.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. They'll try to run for the 1st down. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the running back comes up a little bit short of the 1st down. Big decision here for this offense because they are down a touchdown here early in the game. They don't want to dig themselves too big of a potential hole.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. QB keeps it himself.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that 1st.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Looking to pass. It's Royer. Moves out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side.
Well, that's going to go down as a completion, obviously, but I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape, broke loose from the pocket, and put the ball on a string, but he just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the left side. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. The back's got it. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback who's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, oh, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, the backs they have here now on this roster. Boy, just so many different combinations and ways to attack you.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
1st and goal, a great chance to answer that opening touchdown. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Tigers. Can you say methodical? A marathon yards could just pounding away and wearing down their defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Penn State offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone, and the defense come up with a stop this time. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll raise 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Now they're running on the toss, and it's good for a 1st down to the 36.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area, Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson. And
escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
Well, the offense tries to go with a play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying it. They applied the pressure, came up with a sack.
This Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Grab behind the line. It's McLaurin. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he cannot hold on to the ball. That's going to bring up 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
Nittany Lions will line up to kick it away. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's the return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Looking downfield, it's Royer. Caught for the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then he can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looks right for a quick completion. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The throw complete to the running back underneath. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Tigers will line up to boot it away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And one final play before the end of the quarter. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Who's going to lose yards? The defense makes a play to end the first. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the...
Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
On the move now. Breaks free.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
off the play fake, looking to pass it. Just trying to get rid of it. He'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Got to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Stewart.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw.
Touchdown, Penn State. They couldn't stop him there.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Defense is coming after him. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The short completion of the tight end. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Back to pass. It's Royer. Receiver makes the grab.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Looking to throw again. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And gain enough to set up the 1st down now at the 39. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
He'll hand it off. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Snags a quick throw. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw.
This is an example of a quarterback in his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver.
Headed for the end zone. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop it. Touchdown, Clemson.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Automatic on the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. And looking to throw now on first down. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. Hunter takes the toss, runs to his left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense contributes 6 points. And the interception taken to the house. A big 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Escapes the pocket. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Fires it to the wideout. The pass knocked down by the defense. Incomplete.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. After the miss, still down by 7.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. What a poor kicker.
Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, it's Royer. It's an out route, the catch made. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. He's got it in the open. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. First down. We're going to throw the football. He's running out of time here. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Catch made down inside the 25.
A huge play by this offense. Good timing between the quarterback and the receiver. You can see the quarterback wanted to put that ball away from the defender up high. And how about the receiver? Adjust to that ball thrown to the outside. Does a nice job of getting his feet down and comes up with that big play.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's brought down to the 27-yard line. He's in return. Powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Motion now from the tight end. Looking to pass. It's Royer. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. And the receiver grabs it. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. On first and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Second and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Wide open downfield.
Another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
He's got it near the end zone. He will score. Touchdown, Clemson.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They're going to run it here. He breaks free. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Grab behind the line. It's McLaurin. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Boy, these receiver screens, if run correctly, can be a big play with a convoy of linemen out in front. This time, just not able to get it going. And it's a nice job of the defense to prevent a big play.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Play action here on first down. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
And the first play of this drive is a big sack for this defense. These are exactly the kind of plays that can kill a drive before you even get to third down. You cannot allow a big sack to start a drive like this.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. It's a short completion to the big. A little bit closer to the marker. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Here's that defense shifting again. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And that one's picked off. What a play. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? He's looking to throw. And this pass is caught. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, they take a shot into the end zone on 3rd down. They come up empty, but a reasonable field goal attempt now if they want to take it.
The offense trailing here in the 2nd half. This is a crucial 4th down try. From the shotgun, drops back. Grab near the sticks. It's Stewart. That's a nice play. It'll set him up 1st down now at the 12. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Even in a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A great catch and run for 6. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
You know, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. This is a regular season game, Kirk, that's kind of felt like a playoff game. We expected that. The difference is, if you lose here, you're not out of it.
Chris, as you say, they're definitely not out of it if you lose this game. When you're a top 5 team late in the year playing in this kind of matchup, the win not only gives you confidence, but also you'd like to think a much easier path in the postseason.
Scanning the field, it's Royer. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Could take it all the way. He's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Penn State.
Not only are they able to come up with some points of their own, now the defense on the other side comes up with a turnover and a touchdown to tie the game, and they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Brought down to the 32, so good job by the returner there. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. Linebacker shifting around now. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
I think the defense got fooled here. They thought that receiver was going to go deep downfield. He ends up curling back to the inside for a nice gain.
Back to throw. It's Royer. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
It's third down for the offense. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. To put them on top now. That tight end is a matchup nightmare for this defense, Kirk, and they made him pay that time.
This tight end is so dangerous, and he's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from the secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. On first down, it's play action. Throws to the tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down here for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught by the receiver. Breaks loose at the 45. Now here he goes. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, you just never know, right? I mean, here's a short throw, and give credit to this wide receiver, not just making the catch, but look at the production after the catch. That's what separates the good receivers from the great ones.
Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He finds his man. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Makes a quick grab.
It can be hard sometimes in the pre-snap, but if the quarterback can identify the outside coverage, he can avoid these kind of losses. This was just man coverage on the outside, and the secondary pounced on that screen.
So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. And he'll set up to throw. Grab down the middle. It's McLaurin. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. Back to throw again. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Dropping back, it's Royer. Looking right, this one caught. But get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Short throw complete to the tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
And the wideout goes in motion. It's a shotgun run call. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Catch made in space. Look out. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown. That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to scramble. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. He missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a 1st down.
1st down and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. Pressure is coming. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it with room to run. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Catch made on the out route. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Chris, this is almost like taking a sack. Talking about a completion for a loss, every yard is precious. So going backwards, obviously counterproductive to say the least.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Can't get him away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
This is a big mistake by the quarterback here, just holding on to the football too long. Late in the game, 3rd down, you got to make a big play, and you come up with a sack. Now it's 4th down.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the first down. Oh, they've got him. A 4th down sack and a turnover on downs.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Gets the first and still running. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
What a huge score here by this offense late in the game. This touchdown makes it a 2-possession game with under a minute to go.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Caught quickly. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking for a late deep throw. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The pass rush gets home.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
Crowd trying to help out here on 4th down. Looking deep for late game heroics. It is intercepted. Breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. A huge defensive score.
Oh, and that's another touchdown for this offense. They continue to go out there and battle. I'm going to see what this handshake's going to be like after the game. I don't know how the opposing coach feels about this late score.
This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start.